episode 11.
All right. Well, it's really episode 1. Here we are, Commissioner's Corner. This is an exciting one. We've done many Commissioner's Corners podcasts with our softball league, but now here we are to discuss the power rankings of the upcoming MSL basketball season. Yitz, how you doing?
Woo, okay, very excited about this podcast. Long time no see. Did you just fall off your seat?
I literally fell off my seat.
You're that excited.
Yeah, I'm saying, let's go.
Long time no see. Last podcast we did, I think, was before fall ball started. And now we're here. Fall ball playoffs start tomorrow. But before we get into all that, and obviously what we're here for, the basketball power rankings preview. Ezzy, how was Israel?
Oh, I gotta say, I ran into so many MSL players. Now that the league has grown, our softball league, our volleyball league, our basketball league, the kids leagues, I was bumping into everyone everywhere, and everybody's just talking about the last season, the upcoming stuff. A lot of excitement about our league. Israel was awesome. It was great to be out there. Great to be back. And I'm not even going to start mentioning names. I'm not even mentioning names because I know I'm going to forget half the guys. So I'm just saying, love all you guys out there in Israel. We had a great time.
We got your videos posted on status. We saw some good ones, some funny ones. It was good.
I'm still wearing my sandalin, baby.
You're an Israeli Saba, whatever you want to be right now. That's for sure. I'm sure your kids were embarrassed of you. Right?
Oh my goodness! I always embarrass them.
All right, so it's good to have you back. We missed you, but we're back and better than ever.
We're back. And how was Shabbos for you? Just before I get going, I have to give a big milestone to my nephew, MSL junior basketball player Chayim Rotberg. So it was great to be by his bar mitzvah. So a lot of the junior basketball kids, a lot of his classmates, and they're all talking about the upcoming.
He's signed up already. His father's the coach again, and all that.
Yeah, and a lot of kids are already talking about, are we going to do drafts? Are we going to do what's swag? So there was a lot of excitement talking about the upcoming basketball season. So I enjoyed that very, very much. How's Shabbos? How you doing?
Shabbos is great. A mazel tov to Pini Kahana, MSL superstar. Center field. Well, is he a center fielder anymore? I don't know.
Catcher, right fielder, left fielder.
On his son Akiva's bar mitzvah, I went down to the bar mitzvah to Rabbi Levitan shul, and basically it's the MJ Dragons shul. That's what it is. You walk in, the entire MJ Dragons team there, and Ritterman. The entire MJ Dragons team is there. So it's like I just walked back into it's like boom. I just got over the blowing the 4-1 game to them, a month ago, and then it just came all back right away. Ocean comes and Shami and Orlansky and Singer, Burger Bash, Gazelle, seriously, the whole team, Tenenbaum. Literally, without the Tina guys and Solomon, the rest of the team was there. So it was good. Got to see a lot of guys, talked some MSL. As always, that's always the topic on Shabbos and shuls. It's great.
Sure.
But it was good. It was great. I saw Mendy Halpert there. I went down with Mendy Rosen, Ellie Mann, Schmanders walked in, big walk-in for David Sanders.
Oh, wow.
The other Ben Friedman, not the Ben and Dovey Friedman, the other Ben Friedman, old MSL player, former champion of my team.
Sure.
There. Morty Kahana, Yaakov, obviously. I'm sure I'm missing some guys, but it was nice. It was very nice. And then we had the rest of the day Shabbos, but now we're ready. We're ready to go for our first ever men's league basketball power rankings. And it looks like it's going to be one of the best seasons we ever had, or probably the best.
Yes, you know what? I'm going through, I have the list right in front of me. The MSL out, the basketball league has grown, and there's so many new players this season, new teams. We started how many seasons ago, the MSL basketball league?
It's probably now the 4th year or 7th season, something like that.
And we've just grown. New teams, new players, and it's exciting. The fact that I don't know a lot of these players and a lot of new players joining, it's exciting. I think it's going to be an amazing, amazing season. I see a lot of names and a lot of guys I know who are known as ballers, and they're all, joining our league. So it says a lot about what we're doing and a lot about our league. So it's really a great season. Looking forward to a great season.
Sure. And what it is what I believe it is that there are teams who come in the last few years and they think they can win, right? I play in pickup, I play in other leagues, and they don't win. And they come back, they regroup, and they're bringing new players. We'll talk about it. Last year, there were a few teams. The team I was on in particular, we thought we would win. We got killed in the championship game. And that team that I was on last year, I'm not playing this year, they made some pickups. They know what it takes to win. Other teams, that's when you see these new names, it's these captains going out and say, hey, you live in Englewood, you live in Teaneck, it's not that far. We need you. Get up here.
Even
Right?
like a team like the Senders guys last year, they came to the season, high expectations, and they really played well. But you realize when you play in the league what you have to do, how you have to improve your team, what you're missing. So I expect the Senders team, which came last year as a new team, now a second year, they know what's needed. They know the level of where you have to be at to win in this league. There's a lot of
And
good talent. I
And
mean,
we'll go through
great
each team
talent.
quickly. We'll go through each team quickly, starting from the bottom of the power rankings to the top. But bottom line is they're all here for one purpose and one purpose only, and that's to take down David Goldstein and his Websary team. Ellie Smith, I'm sorry, I still don't know how to pronounce it. That team, first of all, Websary as a team name has won 3 in a row. That is
Wow,
the three-peat. But David Goldstein has won 5 in a row. He's
that's
won.
crazy.
He had different versions of that team, and actually his first, I think, championship was with David Katz and these guys and Malka. We'll talk about that, but those guys left. David Goldstein regrouped, and they've won every year. And every team, we have 11 teams now. The other 10 teams are coming for him, and that's it. They're coming for him. We got to give props to Goldstein to win
He always
one
puts together a
championship.
winning team,
To
and
win
he has a
one, how hard is it to win one?
winning culture. And something about that team, which we'll talk about compared to other teams, is that they don't melt down. David Goldstein's teams, no matter what's going on in a playoff game, in a big game, no meltdown. They can be down by 5 points, 7 points. They have a guy like Azer. You never see Azer Hakakins lose control of what's happening. They can be down, whatever it is. They
Yeah,
just Goldstein keeps them all, playing
yeah.
the right way, no
Yeah,
matter what.
100%. And he has guys who all want to come to play. It's hard to manage the playing time.
Hmm.
Up when you're on a winning team, sometimes it's easier. It's not easy to win one, right? We know the Schulmans have been in the league since we started. They
Yeah,
come with a super team every year, and they never got over the hump.
yeah,
Meanwhile, Goldstein's going for his 6th in a row. So
yeah.
it's impressive. It doesn't happen. I know Ushi Schwartz way back in the RJBL basketball days. I spoke to him today. He reminded me he won 8 in a row. And he did, with Ezra Barron and Shami and Rinneman. Those guys, different time then, it's like, who were the players then? We know there were some superstars. 8 in a row is crazy. I mean, he did it. Amazing. And Goldstein, give him credit. But there are teams coming for him. There are teams coming for them. We're going to go through it right now. And let's get started with our power rankings, starting from 11, moving up to 1. And as Stephen A. Smith always says, it's fluid. It's fluid, right? Okay, this is fluid. It could change.
Yet,
After we
are you getting paid as much money as him?
MSL baby, here we go. Oh man, yeah, it's true. He can say what he wants. You're my Molly to Molly. He's
I'm
not there
blushing.
anymore. He's not there anymore, as he's. I don't know. All right, so let's start from number 11, and I'll start it off. Number 11 team is the new team in the league, Luxury Connections, captained by Eliezer Weissmendel. And looking at his team, he's got some names that I know and guys who used to be in our league years ago. Elio Abudi, Aaron Mizrahi, David Haas. He has Morty Rudinsky, who's been in the league. So why are they on the bottom of my list, right? These guys are studs.
By the
Leandro,
way, Eliezer Weissmandel, I just met him in Israel, and he's telling me he's winning it all this season.
oh,
So
that's
if he,
11.
I mean, he's convinced that he can win it all. And when he hears and watches his podcast that he's number 11,
Bulletin board material.
I'm gonna blame it on you. I would say it wasn't me. It was
Wow.
Yitz.
Wow. Okay, so let me give my reasoning then. My reasoning is very simple. When new teams come into leagues, as you said before with the Senders team, it doesn't matter how talented you are. There is a learning curve. There's a learning curve. It's different. You're playing against guys who've been in the league. They know what it takes to win. And even though these guys are good and they probably played in other leagues, how often did they play together? How often will they show up? It's a new team. Basketball is about working together, right? More than any other sport. You could have a superstar who's never played with another guy. It will take them time. Where should I be? Where are you delivering the ball? Are you passing or are you shooting? And he might prove us wrong. We could come back next week and say, holy cow, this team is awesome. Move them right up. But right now, as a new team in the league, as a brand new team in the league, we never see them together. We have to put them on the bottom. We can't disrespect other teams until we see them. Now, on paper, they have some players. I definitely do. I see. I don't know.
Last time I saw Booty play when he was in a high school league, and he was a star. Mizrahi is still a star. Yeah. Mizrahi, also I spent some time with him in Israel now. He's a stud. Haas. A lot of guys played in our high school leagues and our leagues, and they're always stars. But this is a different level. This is a different level now.
I'm sure Tzvi Gutman, I think his name is, in Kreidenberg. I'm sure they're great players. I'm sure Weissmendel, he knows. He's a football, he's a football player. He's in the league.
He's an athlete, definitely an athlete.
I'm sure he's got good players, but again, give them a week. Right now, they're still on the bottom. It's fluid. It's fluid.
Fluid. All right, that was number 11. Moving on up, number 10.
Number 10 is a team that's been in the league for a while, but they're going through a lot of changes. This is Premium Construction and Building, David Stimmel's team. David Stimmel, star third baseman in our league. This team, for some reason, he has some of the same guys. He's not going to be playing that much this year, so that's a big loss for them, actually.
Why not?
He's got stuff to do. I don't know, but he's the captain. He's trying to build it. David Hassan, DH, is going to be taking over the team. Great player, great shooter. Him and Ziv Lazone, great background. I told David Hassan I spoke to
That's a feisty team. That's always a feisty team. I love the energy, feisty. Stimmel's a great guy. He's just really, everybody loves Stimmel. But with Lazone, they're feisty. They're feisty team.
They don't win. That's the problem. It doesn't make sense. They don't lose by 20. They lose games by 1 point, 2 points. They'll blow a 3-point lead with a minute and a half left and lose by 1 at the buzzer. For some reason, they play great defensive games. They hustle, they're physical. They don't win. And I was speaking to Hassan, and he's like, the team, we're working on picking up players. But I want to come to win. I want to come to win. I don't want to just pick up these random guys. And I feel him. He's been in the league for a while. He has that backcourt. Him and Ziv are huge. Great backcourt.
I always question that team in the past. I question if they have enough scoring. They have a lot of tough, feisty. They play great defense. They do a lot of things right, but they don't have the scorers that some of the top teams have, which I always question. Like, they need that one go-to scorer.
Agreed. They never had that guy, the 3-point shooter they needed. They had Meyer for a few years. He never got a shot off, really. Wins 3-point contests, but in the games, he never got a shot off. They picked up another feisty player, Fishoff, very feisty. He didn't really find his way last season on the Dubba Cats team, but he's a feisty player. Their big loss, reason why I have him so low, is right before the season, Hassan told me on Thursday, 3 of his guys just got injured and back down. The main guy, some guy, Asher Trindler, who was their top player last year. Big loss. It's hard to rebound a day before the season starts and get guys. So even though they've been in the league, I have to put them at 10. I hope they prove me wrong. I love their team. I love their feistiness. They're good for 3-4 technical fouls every week, for sure. Giving teams free points, but they fight. And I'm hoping
more technicals than Terrell and Rosenblum's team. We'll get to them soon.
Well, obviously, was not that captain anymore, so maybe. We'll get to that. So we have them at number 10. Number 9 is Speedy Funding, led by Michael Gollum. So last year they came into the league a late addition. Took them a while. They didn't get any wins for a while. Towards the end of the season, they won a game or two. They actually had a big win last week of the season to knock another team out. Shane's team, remember that team?
Sure.
Literally knocked them out. They're out. They were relegated to a minor league. And they have some talented guys, but the problem is, I don't know who's showing up for them at all. I mean, he has a small roster. He's working on guys. Some guys are here 1 week. We lost 3 in a row. I'm not showing up. It's not. That's what it was last year. They have one superstar on the team. And when he started showing up last year, they won their games. His name is Shragi Peretz. I heard about him before last season. A lot of teams were trying to pick him up. He's a stud. Will he show up to every game? I know he plays in Lifeplex and other places. He likes to play with the Gentiles. But I don't know. If he shows up, Gollum's team could be great. But right now, based on last year, based on just the amount of players he has on his team, he's always be looking for players, even though the roster is going to be set by first game. I can't move him up yet. I'm sorry, Michael. Prove me wrong. I would love to see. I love the way you
Exactly.
play.
We love to be proved wrong.
I
Let's
love it.
go.
Exactly. I love the
Prove
way
us
Gollum
wrong.
plays. Boy, Gollum's an older guy now, but I love the way he plays. He's a little like Steve Nash. He does his behind the back passes, dribbling through. He makes this cool. They could be good, but they're not good until they show me they're good.
Right.
And based on last year, they're number 9. All right, number 8. Another team. Well, another captain that's been in the trenches for a long, long time. And it seems like every year he's coming up with new guys. And that is Nojo Promo and Yosef Simon. Ezzy, one of your boys. You love Yosef Simon, the rabbi.
The rabbi.
The
Let's see,
rabbi.
a big pickup I see with Zelikovic.
Yes,
Zelikovic is
yes.
a guy that can definitely score points.
He has the
Um,
winning pedigree also.
yeah, he's played for winning teams. He wants, he felt like, I'm not sure why he made the move. Maybe wanted more minutes compared to, what he was playing last year. But he's a top player. He's a star player. He's a really top player.
Feisty also.
And the question, yeah, definitely feisty. Love his attitude on the court. The question is what else that team has. Dinter, nice player. You have Weisbergs, you have Rusak, you have
Yeah,
Zelkovic is
you
gonna
have
have to
Natan
carry
Fernandez,
if that
good
team's gonna
player.
win based on the roster. Zelkovic is gonna have to do a lot.
Correct. And
And,
Yosef
so
Simon, Yosef, I love the guy, the rabbi. We call him the rabbi.
mm,
He
yeah,
takes them for practices. Every year
mm,
he tells me he picks up one superstar. He's trying to pick up guys. He works so hard on it.
mm,
He's in shape. And they're going to be towards the bottom of the pack unless one of these guys who I don't know really
right.
steps up. I feel he lost his top 3 players from last year, by the way. Last year he had Gewurtzman, remember? He had the other one.
Gortzman last year was he's a center, could dribble, could shoot. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's a
He
loss.
had
That's a big
he
loss.
had Joel Weisberg last year. Very good shooter, but he's in
Mm.
Waterbury now. He's on the team there. And he had this guy, Coleman Milstein, who's on another team now that we'll speak about, or we
So
might
this
have
team will
mentioned. But
definitely be interesting to see what direction it
yeah,
heads.
they
Simon will be
they
leading
could
the
be.
team.
You know what? I don't see them at the top at all. They could be middle of the pack and beat some of the other teams, or they could be all the way in the bottom.
Yeah.
I'm giving the rabbi the reason why I give him some respect for being in the
Because
league
he's
for
a
a long time.
rabbi. Because he's
He's
a
a rabbi.
rabbi.
That's it. You said it. All right. All right. Next team, new team, another new team. And why this is different than Weissmendel's team, we'll explain. This is Cuff and Co., led by Menachem Braun. Cuff and Co., volleyball champion just last season, led by
Yeah.
Menachem Braun. Now, why do I have him? Where is this? I have him at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Why do I have him at 7 and Weissmendel at 11? Right? Why? He's a new team too. The answer is Braun's been here. Braun won a championship last year in the basketball league. He
Yep.
knows what it takes. He's seen the league.
Mm.
He's won a volleyball championship. So I respect his team building, team gathering. He knows he's not coming with a team that's going to lose. He
He
doesn't.
he knows what's needed, and also he's like a quiet leader. He just
Yeah.
leads on the court. You never see him lose his cool. He plays 110%. Whether
Yes.
he's
Yes.
playing volleyball, basketball, whatever he's doing, he's all in. A leader, and everybody follows him. So I
Yep.
love his style of play.
And to leave Websary, a championship team, he left that team to bring this team. So he's not going to leave a team to bring a bottom team. Now, I know some of the names on the list. Some of the names on his team, I'll just mention them now. I'll go through his team. He has a guy, Yoel Tepler, Buff, Guggenheim, Ackerman, Jacoby, Engel, Benji Greenwald. I know Jacoby. I know of him. He's a Heichal alum, superstar. How often is he going to come? I don't know. I think he's a Queens guy now. Tiny
Benji
Engel.
Greenwald, we know. Benji Greenwald,
Yeah, Tiny
was
Engel,
really.
another superstar. Tiny Engel. I know he used to play way back here in the RJFL Football League. Another Heichal alum. Great player. If one gets these guys to come somehow, right away they're up there. Because these guys are stars. My son Avi used to talk about these guys when I was in Heichal. These are the guys. I know Jacoby has a younger brother now, supposedly better than him. Maybe we'll pick him up. But this team on paper, Augenstein, Koenigsberg, I don't know who these guys are, but I trust Menachem Braun. If he's getting them, these guys are top guys. Now, to get them to show up, that's a different
Yeah.
story. They're not local. They're really
And
not.
I think we'll see that from a lot of these teams. Like you look at a lot of the rosters, the guys coming from different places, guys, a lot of these, it's going to depend on who's showing up,
It's
who your
off.
real roster is. You can have an 8, 9 man roster, but who are the real
Right.
top players? Are your top players, bottom line, are they coming or they're not
Or
coming?
they're just
And
showing
that's
up.
where this power ranking is going to start
Yes. You'll see
fluctuating
it.
and
Correct.
moving is based on real roster and who's playing.
Right, 100%. And this year we have 3 game playoff. You need to play 3 games, not 0 games. Now you got to play 3 games. That's almost half the season. So if you have some superstars, they show up to 1 game, 2 games. They're not playing in the playoffs. They're not. They could
Right.
help you win those 2 games during the regular season and maybe get you into the playoffs. But once you're there, they're not playing. So if you have your guys show up, that means they were there most of the season, and then you're a great team. So Braun, I trust him. He's going to get it done. He left a championship team to do this, and that's why, even though he's a new team, I have him not at 11 and not at 10. I have him up there at, I think, 7, I said. Next team, number 6, the 6th team. And there's always a fun one. It's totally accounting. First of all, that's Zellinger's. We'll get into that. He's launching his new company soon. Avi Schwabel, the cat, another version of an Avi Schwabel team. How does he do it?
I love Avi Schwabel. Always puts together a team. Always has some personalities on a team. Coaches a team. And I actually think it's to be exciting, that he's playing with his son Yosef. Yosef Schwabel was a
Star.
big star in all our leagues. And especially when we did a high school league in the really good years and Yosef's still playing, in Israel now, top player. So that's going to be exciting to see Yosef play again. You see,
Yeah,
you know
some of his
Zellinger.
friends.
I see Freilich and
Fralick
Newman.
is supposedly a stud. He's
Yeah,
Yosef's friend. This guy, David
Newman.
Newman,
Newman is
another guy.
supposed to be a good player, and then Zellinger. We know he's a really solid player. That's going to be an interesting team. I mean, you're giving them
Coleman
a
Milstein,
hot,
great shooter. Daniel
you're
Cohn.
giving them a high spot there. Because but
I'm
but
giving them a high spot.
Avi
I do.
Schwabel gets his teams to win games.
Right. So this is because I'm scared that if I put him lower, Schwabel's going to come at me. But it's funny. I bumped into to Avi Baron today, and like Schwabel every year. How does he come with a new team? He goes, the guy knows how to sweet talk anybody.
you
Avi, I
know.
need you, man. I need you. And you can't say no to him after that. And every year, Schwabel comes up with something. Schwabel is actually coming off a championship in Teaneck this past summer. He went down there. He won a championship. He also has a guy in his team, Justin, I think Susheim. I don't know how to pronounce it. He was
Yeah.
his captain at Teaneck. He's bringing him with him. They won a championship. Supposedly a solid player. Again, he got Kalman Milstein, a great shooter, knockdown
I
shooter.
always root for Avi. From as an old time, veteran player. And
This, this,
I can appreciate that he's playing with his son and putting together
yeah,
a team.
Yosef, by the way, if
So
Yosef shows up with these guys, they're going to win
yeah,
games.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. I agree. If that's gonna be
And
an interesting team.
Schwabel's nickname, by the way, we know Schwabel's nickname is Mr. Technical. That's it. And it's not because he's a technicality guy. It's because
We
from
love
that
him. We love
sideline,
Avi.
he has the most
It's
sideline technicals in league history.
the question is he gonna miss Jack and AJ, or is AJ and Jack gonna miss him? How?
Who's gonna miss each other more?
I think
Oh
it'll
man.
be hugs. It'll be hugs at half court before that
Oh
game, or
baby. So that is the 6th team. Totally account. They have some veterans, said Zellinger, Daniel Cohn as well. When these guys show up, they could be good. They could be
Daniel
good.
Cohn.
Yeah.
Always good player. I was actually with him in Israel with him today on Shabbos. He's one of the most headiest players.
Right.
When you talk about basketball IQ, you're giving it to Daniel Cohn. You're giving it to Cohn.
And I want to mention 2 more
Big
guys on the team.
IQ.
We have lefty legend Yehuda Silber's son on the team, Avi Silber, I believe.
Oh
He's
wow.
6'4", tall guy.
Mm.
That's a body there. And according to Schwabel, this guy Gavriel Singer, I think his name is, he's not going to be around much, but he's already poaching him for next year. But he's on his roster. Supposedly he's a superstar. Schwabel says he would be the top guy in the league. Hey, bulletin board
Wow.
material for Jack and for Akaki and for David Katz and for Langer. But suppose this guy Gavriel Singer, if he shows up again, now he's going to Israel. So when's he coming back? I don't know. But we'll see. So Schwabel's up there at number 6. And number 5, we have Smash House.
Wow.
Smash House.
Smash House
And the
moving on
Senders.
up.
And the
The
Sanders
Sanders
team,
boys last year, it's a team I root for because I know all these guys, um, all great guys. Last year they hit, joined our league and they were great. They were really a fun team. They brought a lot of their friends to the games. There's always energy
excitement,
during their
yeah.
games, and it doesn't look like they lost that much of players. But bottom line is that team is going to have to count on Wags. Wags played great last year. He's going to have to use his scoring, more of his consistent scoring.
Yep.
Rebounding, he's going to get his 10, 15 rebounds. He's going to get
Blocks,
his block
steals.
shots. But he's going to have to pick it up a little on the offensive. Expect a little more for that team to take the next step. You're going to
Goldschmidt
want
got to play within
Goldschmidt, a
himself.
great defensive
Got to play
player.
within himself.
Yeah, he has to play within, play the point guard position. Really great defensive player. They have Urowitz joining the team. He can
Banish,
score.
back to
They have
Banish and
Banish, who's an
Johnny.
all-around player, rebounder,
Farber,
great player.
Jocelyn. Yeah,
Banish is your team guy, like the Josh Hart type of player,
yeah,
like
yeah,
comparing, right?
yeah, yeah,
So that team's exciting. It's I'm
yeah.
interested to see if they can take the next step.
The next step.
That's the bottom line. The
They're a
next
young
step.
team. They had some big wins last year. They really did. They were the
Sure.
only team that beat Webber last year.
And,
They beat
and
them.
they as the season went, you saw it. They were figuring it
Yeah,
out. Like I remember beginning of the season, it was like they were very passive during the game. They were overpassing. They were trying to figure out exactly how to play the game. As
yeah,
the season went, they got comfortable within their team and how to play in the
yeah,
league.
yeah,
And
yeah.
they definitely got better as the season going. So I'd like to see them this season. You're giving them a nice spot up there at number 5
I,
to see if
I
they can
am.
take the
I
next
am.
step.
I think
So I'd
also
love to see it.
what's big about them and why I have them at 5 over some of the other teams, besides what they showed last year, is that they show up to every game. You're
Yeah.
not going to get one guy here and then the guy you didn't see for 3 weeks come back. And it's the same 5, 7 guys that are there every week. They come from yeshiva. They're there. I don't know if they play during yeshiva, if they have time, but they're a team. So
Hmm.
that alone, they have the familiarity, whatever the word is, with each other. And again, remember, Wagner, Goldschmidt, Jocelyn, Farber, these guys played together. So
Yeah.
I have to give them that spot.
Yeah.
And I think they will
100%.
be. I think they're going to be dangerous.
Yeah.
They added Urowitz, who's a very good defender. He can finish at the basket. And as you said, Banish, he'll set those picks. He'll get those rebounds. He'll commit the hard fouls.
You know,
He's
but like I said, Wagner took the league on by
yes.
storm. Last season, he
We had a
came
great
on
year.
and he really had a great year. Like rookie ball for
Yeah,
Wagner, he was really solid.
yeah,
But now next level up. It's always leveling up. Keep going. I want to see this team take the next step.
yep. Next team. Now we're going to number 4. Now, number 4 to me is the last team in the level. I think there is a big gap between the top 3 and then the next. We'll get to that after. But number 4 is Vision Vinyl, Mendy Rosen's company. Vision Vinyl,
Mendy Rosen.
captained by one of our favorites, the commission's assistant himself, David Nimni. We love good old David Nimni. Took our league by storm, starting with volleyball a few seasons ago, then to full ball, then to regular softball, and then to basketball, and now captain.
Great guy. Great guy. Love that guy. As team players for our league, anytime we need anything, he's just there to help us. Really great guy. And looking at his team now, they have Effie Taubenblatt. That's you're getting strong play out of him. They have the Katz brothers, Ezzy and Chayim. So
Yep.
they definitely have height. They definitely have some nice, tough, good, interior players. To me, Tabin, I always forget how to pronounce
Ellie
Tabin.
Taubin, yep.
To me, he has to be consistent. I think for this team to win, he has to he goes on spurts. He'll score 10 points in 3 minutes and you don't see him anymore. He has his moments through games. I think he has to play consistently as a scorer to really help Nimni's team. I don't know a lot of the new players, so maybe you can throw in what players you're seeing on that team that you're
Yeah,
putting
yeah,
them at such a high level. I mean, you're putting them number 4. So I'm
right.
not seeing that as
By the
much as
way,
you. This is a
I'll
team
get
that
to
we
that.
can.
I just noticed that, I don't know, some reason we're recording now and it's live, by the way.
All right, let's go.
Meaning, guys, there might be some guys watching. You know how I know? I'm looking at my email and it says click to like when we live stream games. So I guess it's now connected to YouTube automatically. So we're live. There's no editing this. So who's ever
All
watching
right,
it?
so everybody knows this is it. We put it out. We do it.
Yeah,
We throw it
I
out there.
spoke. I spoke to Steph today. He goes, "You guys don't edit your things. Like, how's that? Like, what do you do if you?" I go, "If we screw up, we screw. We continuing.
Listen, we
As
started this. My phone fell.
yeah,
Let's go. Keep
yeah.
going.
It is what it is. Anyway, okay. Now there's more pressure. Okay. Anyway, so Delvin Nimni's team. So as you said, Tobin and Talbin Blatt. You met Zevi Katz,
Zevi
Chaim
and
Katz.
Chayim,
He's
yep,
got the
great guy.
veteran.
First of all, those brothers are like the nicest guys. I love those
Yeah,
guys.
I think Zevi's nicer than Chaim. Sorry, Chaim.
I like them both. I want to play. I like them both.
So he also has Yossi Schrader, who played in the league. So his two big pickups, besides obviously Zevi Katz, who's a huge pickup. You know, Zevi leads the league in rebounds every year. Stud player. Used to be on Schulman's team. And Tobin, we know, could put up 25 points. Two new guys to the league. I think their names are Akiva Yampel. He says he's from Queens, and he's going to be coming here every game. And this guy, David Azria, who's 6'2", a small forward, 6'2", who says he's a great player.
Oh, wow.
David Nimni himself told me that David Nimni might be coming off the bench for these guys. And David's a very good player. So This is what made this team good last year. And it took them time. But what made them good is they had lockdown defense.
Yeah.
They were a tremendous defense. They almost beat the Schulmans in the first round last year. I think they lost by 1 point. Lockdown defensive team. And now they picked up a big man. They had Effie Talbot last year. And now they have Zevi Katz as well. Chaim Katz, again, is big. But with these new guys, according to Nimni, Yampel and Oswald pickups, they could really, really definitely beat the teams in their, quote-unquote bracket. But maybe, knock out some of the top teams. And Nimni's very excited about it. I'm excited to see them. I trust Dovin Nimni. He's seen everything.
Right.
He's been on the sidelines watching. He's played. And he even told me, he goes, I looked for guys I thought are going to help us get to the top. Not the middle, to the top. And he was very selective in these pickups. And let's see what happens.
Yeah, I'm excited to see that team.
Yeah, so now we're going to go to the top three. Okay? These are the top three teams who I think are head and shoulders above the rest. I'm hoping not. I'm hoping other teams could come in, give them a run for their money. And before we get to them in order, the reason why I have them in the top three is because these teams were top teams last year, top teams 2 years ago, and they made major improvements. Not small improvements. They made major improvements. So before I even get to number 3 and number 2, I want to say right now, I think number 3 and number 2 could be 2A and 2B. Like no number 3. These next two teams, I don't know who's better. I honestly don't know. I don't want any bulletin board material.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't know. I got scouting reports. I did my work. I called up some people. I got scouting reports on some of these new players. What I'm going to say is I think these top three teams, I wouldn't be surprised if any of them win the championship. They're all
That's
the same.
amazing.
They really are.
I'm telling you, I'm excited. I'm sitting here. I'm excited about the season.
Here we
I'm looking at the roster. I'm like, this could go in so many different directions.
Yeah.
This season. It's going to be really a lot to look forward to.
Right. So number 3, the number 3 team, and really maybe they're number 2, and they could be number 2. Okay, is the team name is YU Sfarm Sale, and that team is led by AJ
Rosenblum.
And Jack Terrell.
Let me tell you, when you mention AJ Rosenblum and Jack Terrell, I love it. I mean, they've been so good to the league. They've brought our league, the MSL basketball league, to another level. These guys are passionate. They love to play. Sometimes their passion is too much, on the court. And sometimes it's, close games or when things are not going their way, sometimes they get derailed. But as players, these guys are both MVP in the last bunch of years. AJ and Jack are always in conversation
Jack
for
won it last year.
MVPs. Yeah, Jack was, MVP last year.
Rebounds, crazy.
Jack's a stud. AJ plays his role along with Jack.
AJ was runner-up in MVP seasons. I mean,
so I love those guys.
So the question is, why haven't they won, right? You have Jack Terrell, probably the most dominant player in the league. We know. Everybody knows Jack.
Yeah.
Dominant. AJ puts up 30
scoring machine, and AJ can do it also. AJ can pass when he gets into the mode of I'm getting everybody. He can pass. He can rebound. I want to see a little more defense from him at times. I find that when his offense struggles, His defense struggled,
Right.
but he's a top player. He can do it all. I mean, he's
And
great.
they haven't won. But because they haven't won, right after the season, Jack texted me right after last season. He goes, "I'm coming back next year, and you're
Love
gonna
it.
see my
I
team."
love it. I love
And
it. I
he
love it.
made some
Competitor.
pickups.
No better competitors than those
Yeah,
guys.
yeah. You know what? I don't know what Jack's gonna do if he loses this year. I don't know. He might bring Ryan Terrell, get in the league next. I don't know. Maybe. So he picked up some of the guys he picked up, and again, I got a scouting report. And this is not from Jack or AJ, the scouting report. This is from somebody else, someone who I trust. And if I say who he is, everybody says, "Yeah, this guy knows what he's talking about." If he's telling you about these guys, too. He picked up one guy named Ben Haber. So I'm like, I don't know who this guy is. So this guy, scouting report on Ben Haber is a stud. Guy's a stud. He was on the YU team a little bit a few years back. He's a stud. Score, play defense, get rebound, stud. Actually, I heard it from a few people, but Meyer Gross called me actually. He was looking at the rosters. He goes, "Is this Benny Haber?" So I asked. He goes, "Oh, this guy's great." I'm not even talking about Meyer. We trust Meyer's scouting report too, but this was someone else. So I'm hearing from people. They picked up, and he picked up another guy. I don't know his first name. I forgot it. Herman. And I heard this guy Herman is a lights out shooter. Could take it to the rack. He's been playing with Jack for years, and they've won many championships together in the Englewood League, TABC League. So these two pickups are huge. They picked up another guy, John Fuhrer, just got injured, so they picked up a guy, Dovey Weiss. I don't know who he is. I can't tell you. They have another guy, Eli Boosie. I've seen him play. He was on Dover Cats' team a few years ago. Another very good player, big man who could also shoot lights out. These are definitely the necessary improvements
Now
that
let's
Jack
go.
and
Bring it on,
AJ.
boys. And
This team
AJ, tell your father I want to see
knows.
him more. I want to see Papa. I want to see Papa
That's
Rosenblum on
right.
more games this season.
That's right.
But
Right.
that's an exciting team. Love to see um,
It's the
how
yeah.
they all play together and how that team works
Yeah.
out because
No disrespect, Jack and AJ number 3. You're not number 3. You're
no.
both number 2. I just did it alphabetical order. Y comes after B. The next team starts with the B. That's the only reason why I did it. But hey, Jack, I'm talking to you. AJ, if you guys lose this year, I don't want to hear it. You're coming with your guys. This is it. It's time.
Let's go.
New
Let's
coach,
go.
new team. We want to see it from the get-go. We want to see it. So we're looking forward to it. I do think this team could beat anybody. I really do. Next
Yeah,
team,
yeah, it
2A,
definitely looks like
2B,
that.
next team in the power rankings, same as this. Again, we'll just have them in alphabetical order for number 2. Is Bsefer Chayim, led by
David
David
Katz. And,
Yes.
I'm looking at that roster now, and again, they're bringing a lot of new guys, but David Katz also, we know, in every sport, whatever he plays, he's a winner. David Katz is the ultimate leader, winner, plays under control. Langer and Malka may be the best guard big man
Yeah.
combo in the league. I see Shami Reichman. I don't know if he's going to be the fifth starter coming off the bench, which he's solid. But when you have a team of Katz, Langer, Malka, and I don't know with your additions, maybe you know them better.
I'll get to the other guys.
They're gonna be there on top. There's
Right.
no, they're gonna be there.
So this team, David Katz, last year with Malka and Langer and Shami and me, lost in the championship last year. Didn't just lose, got killed.
No, that was bad.
I think they
That
had
was
6
bad.
points at the half, right? It was brutal.
As a
Brutal.
commissioner, I almost left. I was like, halftime. I'm like, I'm done.
I've never seen David Katz lose a championship. He's been in the league so many years. Malka, Langer, they've won. It was shocking. But honestly, looking at the roster, we knew it wasn't the roster that was going to win the championship. In the beginning, coming in, maybe, but then you saw the other teams, and you're like, wow, the other teams are loaded. And right after the season, David, just like Jack, David and Malka, it's not happening again. And they made some big pickups. I'm going to mention their names right now. And I know, if David Katz is making pickups, these guys aren't just, I need a body. These guys are studs. These guys are studs he's played with, and here they are. So, I'm not sure his first name, this guy, I forgot it. His name is Benemy. According to David, he's a great player all around. Alex Kelson, Josh Gelnick. I'm sure Jack and AJ know these guys, so when I mention their names, they're probably go, okay, they really picked up some guys. These guys played together with David very well, with Malka, with Langer. We know, as you said, David Katz is a stud. He hurt his finger last year. He wasn't
Yeah,
the same.
yes.
He
I
wasn't the
remember that
same
he was
guy.
not the championship.
No,
He was off, and which you don't see from David Katz. I mean,
correct.
David
He was blowing
doesn't have
layups.
off games. You never see David Katz with an off game, you know.
Yeah, big
But
injury.
that's
You have
you
Langer,
know, and Langer and Malka
stud.
always compete. They're always
Yeah, yeah,
competing. They're
yeah.
playing hard. You know,
Yeah.
that's a really solid
They
team.
added these guys, and a guy Solau, Gutman. Gutman, I think, is that huge dude, Yehuda Gutman. He plays in the
Oh,
football league, right?
sure,
So
nice guy. My
he's a
brother
nice
buddy
guy,
from Teaneck, right?
huge boy. He's an alternate on their team.
Yeah.
I've seen him play in tournaments up here, the
Yeah.
RCCS tournament.
He played in RCS tournaments a bunch of
He's a
times. Yeah,
big boy.
solid.
So David built a
Very
team.
athletic
Yeah, yeah,
for
yeah.
a big man.
Yeah, you have Shami. Shami's going to come off the bench. I mean, these other guys, these guys are guys. These guys are the real deal, and they're coming for one reason and one reason only. Same as Jack and AJ's guys. Number one in the power rankings. Obviously, we have to keep them there. Is the team that has won the last 3 championships in a row, maybe 5, and that is Webisari, led by David
David
Goldstein.
Goldstein.
This team is
I
a
mean,
juggernaut.
you wouldn't have to say much. They're just a winning team. They've won. Led Yehuda Azer. Also, he won the
Former
MVP
MVP.
two seasons ago. They're the Akakian brothers who
MVP.
just Akakians. Everybody knows Akakians. They are players, ballers,
Yeah.
winners.
Yeah.
Merenstein is a great glue player. We all know. The microwave.
Microwave.
The microwave, Vinny. Can't wait to see that guy again. Miss him. But he's like a
Hyman.
glue type of player who, can score, gets his 8 to 10 points a game, just a solid all around player. Winner player.
Yeah.
Then you have Binder, Pollock. I mean, all these guys, and Chayim Heineman just also, these guys just win. We don't have to say much. They've
And-
won. They've
and-
always won. Somebody take them down.
But David Goldstein knows other teams are coming for him. He's not resting on his laurels. David made 2 huge pickups.
Always
Okay.
quietly, he just gets his guys
lost-
and always winning players. When they're David Goldstein, when he picks a player, it has to fit what he wants, a team that he wants that can win it all. He's not just picking up a guy here. Does it fit the chemistry of his team and how to build? He builds teams. He just builds teams, and they always win. So let's go, boys!
So he
Everybody,
lost
let's
Zelikovic.
go!
He lost Zelikovic. And what does he do? Ayal Levy, welcome back to the league. Superstar point guard. Guys can get in your face.
Yeah, I loved his play. I loved watching him play.
And
Ayal's also just a good all-around
a
solid
winner too.
player.
He's like Kobe, right? He has the heart, and he comes for your heart.
Yeah,
Ayala comes for it every day.
Yeah,
He's going to run with a Kaki and an Azer. And they brought back Yossi Pollock. So,
They have guards, they have shooters. They just, you look at the roster, they are a well-balanced team. They just can do everything. If they need to score inside, they'll score inside, outside, run, pass. Kaki's flying with Azer. If you have to slow it down and play a half-court game, which I think a lot of teams try to get them to do, is get them into a half-court game. They can do that too with Pollock and Binder and these other guys who can score.
Point.
Yeah.
The scouting report against them the last few years was you got to stop them from running. If you put up a wall, you stop Ben Akakian's fast breaks, you're in the game with them. If you don't, they're going to blow you out. And they won last year and 2 years ago, but a lot of the games were close because teams started to back down on them. There were some blowouts. 2 seasons ago in the playoffs in the championship, it was like a 38-33 game. Last year was a blowout, but that was a scouting report. Get them into half court. That's not going to be the same when you have Ayal Levy, the point guard, leading the team.
Yeah.
He's a calm guy. You stretch them out. You have Azer on one wing. You have Binder, Akakian. And then you have Merenstein in the middle. You have Yossi Pollock. You have David. This team plays ferocious D. They now should be able to play in the half court better. They'll definitely be able to run. Yeah. Now you're not just running with Akakian and Azer. You're running with Ayal too. They should be. Now, if I had to predict, do I think they're going to win again? I like the other 2 teams. I think the other two teams are coming with more of a chip on their shoulder, right? Yes, this team's great, Websari with Kakin. They've won. And these teams have lost to them before, especially Jack and AJ. They've lost year after year, fights, technicals. They've gone to headbutting, if you remember. These guys came, and yes, Websari made pickups, but I think these teams, they're coming for them.
I
They're
love it.
for them.
So much to look forward to. I mean,
I'm,
season starts this week, Tuesday night.
yep,
Just love to see, the league growing, the competitive nature of the league, the talent of the league, and the great personalities, great players. I mean,
yeah.
I'm looking at all the lists now. Great players.
Hopefully we have
Um,
Ellie Race calling the games again.
yeah, just gonna look forward to. We'll be streaming all the games, everybody. And yes, looking forward. Let's go another
Big
season. Let's
weekend. We got
MSL
football
got so
tomorrow.
MSL. We go from softball, fall ball to adult basketball. Then we have the kids junior starting in December time, and then we go
Winter
volleyball.
volleyball. Yeah, I love it.
MSL baby,
Love
let's
it.
keep it
Looking
rolling. Good
forward.
times.
Looking forward to this basketball season. 11 teams should be awesome. We expect an even bigger league in the spring season, the winter season. And yeah, Ezzy, I'll see you tomorrow night, hopefully by football, and then
Yep,
Tuesday night,
we'll be there.
opening day. Until then, see ya.
You got it, Yitz.
Bye bye.